Welcome to the Destiny of Manufacturing podcast, powered by the Precision Metal Forming Association. I am your host, Dean Phillips, and I am proud to have with me today Tom Boss from Termax, of course, where he is a senior management there, and of course from our illustrious Chicago district. Thank you so much for your service, sir.
Hey, Dean, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Right off the bat, I always like to ask everybody, what is your big takeaway for the next 5 years? What do you see happening in manufacturing?
Change. Probably an easy thing to say with the current administration and how fast it's moving and making changes. With tariffs and stuff, I think that we are going to have to be flexible and change quickly as things are thrown at us. Kind of what we've lived through for the last 5 or 6 years, starting with COVID and everything after COVID with supply chain issues. We had to change on the fly, and I think that it's different but new, and that's what our future is going to be, at least for the next 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, I agree. And what things are? Tell me a little bit about what's going on in your district. What are you excited about? What's happening?
So Chicago, especially our district, we're growing again. We're adding new members to our board, and we're getting more excitement, plant tours, things like that. Chicago, Illinois, southern Wisconsin, we've got a lot going on. There's a lot of manufacturing here, a lot of opportunities, and we're doing some pretty cool stuff that a lot of people don't know what we're doing. So that's the most exciting part, is that how these companies have adapted and how we're growing again.
And a lot of it is due to your hard work and your team over there. And we really do appreciate that. I think the districts provide such a huge level of networking, but they also are they're the boots on the street of building manufacturing. It's right. The area where when somebody's got a challenge, you're the local people that can handle and help them find solutions. I think that's really important. And maybe not everybody knows this. Maybe not everybody has the same interaction with district level events or some of the things that go on, but you guys are plugged in. And
yeah, it used to be, where people would show up to our events and they'd kind of be stuck in their own group. And we don't see that as much anymore. There's a lot of talking and networking. It's okay to ask questions. Who are you? What do you do? What does your company do? Or in some cases, hey, I'm having a problem with this. What would you guys do? So I see a lot of that happening now that we hadn't seen in the past years, which is very, very good.
That's good. That's good to see. And what are some of the challenges you think we're faced with in manufacturing now? What are some of the things that are pain points that you're seeing going on?
I think that it's still a continuation of the employees and finding the right employees and retaining employees, continually training the employees. And a lot, we're all trying to do more with less. We're all struggling right now with shrinking bottom lines. So we're working on automation and anything we can to get more out of our equipment. And then bring the employees along with that. Termax has done a very good job of getting people that had never ran a robot before now know how to, program and run a robot. These people never would have thought they were going to do that, and now they are. But that's, the challenge is to get the people that, want to stay and want to do that. With the immigration issues that we're dealing with today, making sure that we have fully legal employees, so we're not losing them, things like that. So some pretty big challenges that we've been dealing with and just now are getting focused on even more.
Mm-hmm. And would you say that when it comes to workforce, do you think there's more of a priority placed today? Being, in my role as technical director for PMA, I'm challenged with finding new programs and making sure that we stay up to date with the training that we can offer and provide. But do you think you have more of a onboarding or training at the basic level, or do you think you have more of a challenge upskilling existing employees, trying to take them to that next point?
No, just onboarding. We've done very well about onboarding people and then taking them up the next steps. Whether it's apprenticeship programs and things like that, we've been able to bring people up pretty quickly. We have several people in our engineering department that are homegrown. So, but just making sure you get the right people that want to come to work every day and things like that is the bigger challenge.
Yeah, and I've heard that from people. I think quite a few leaders have said that before. If you have somebody with the right attitude and has a willingness to learn, everything else is a skill to be taught. Yep. And I think that's certainly proof positive of that direction that we have to look at. Is if you find the right person, it's worth investing in them.
Yeah, we're spending a lot of time in the local schools and local technical schools, setting up our little booth and showing them what Termax is, and trying to gain interest with kids coming right out of school.
Great, Tom. I can't thank you enough for taking time to be here, despite you're a little under the weather with your knee surgery. I do appreciate you jumping on here with me today. Thank you very much, and I want to thank you and Termax for being such a great partner for the PMA and building our future, because you are part of the future, and we really appreciate you.
I don't know how many years Termax has been a member. I know it's probably close to 35 or 40 years, but we appreciate everything that PMA does, and we love being involved.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. And I am Dean Phillips here from the Destiny of Manufacturing, powered by the Precision Metal Forming Association.